So going back to nomography, um, because now as you've probably seen with the nomographical chart, and I think I could find one. So this is an example of a nomographical chart right here. This bottom, these lines right here and stuff. You draw a straight line through them. You keep the line straight, and you could see how you could relate any amount of variables you want in the linear space. It kind of holds that data for you. So that's good. And that's what we're doing with these outer rings here and these inner rings too. We could do this with inner rings too and stuff, but with the Smith chart and stuff, you you have to know what each ring and line is labeled and stuff. Like for example, this ring here is labeled the inductive reactance component or capacitive susceptance. Okay. So given one, you know everything else and stuff because the system has an equilibrium that needs to be reached and stuff. You want everything to be balanced. Zero. So um, or as close to zero as possible and stuff. Meaning your zone of solution, like you have to think of it as like a zone of solutions and stuff. In a zone of solutions, you have this geometry that's creatable on this graph, right? And in there you have the solutions to multiple equations and stuff. And that's kind of what we're doing here, except here you want to find that sweet spot and stuff, and the spots where you can underload the transmission line or the transmission propagation path and stuff. Um, remember again, uh, this is about like radio signals and stuff. Like it's kind of like quantum particles that are being radiated, um, and I think it also applies to electricity as well. Um, so yeah, a person can be thrown off by the amount of detail there, but you have to be like what makes it click is that you have some sense of the nomographical process of obtaining the values. Um, there's different ways to memorize it and stuff as well. But I think this is definitely on the tougher end of graphs and stuff. So I'm glad I was able to catch this issue and cover it. That many people have a problem reading it.